So I'll fold it up so that you can see the front and the back at all times. Watch what happens if I give it a wave. That 1 becomes a 10. Watch the $1 bill. I'm going to try and do this one-handed. So I'll fold it up so that you can see the front and the back at all times. Watch what happens if I give it a wave. That 1 becomes a 10 on the front and the back. Do you want to know how that's done? Then just don't look away. What's up everyone, welcome back to another Tutorial Tuesday. My name's Lloyd Barnes, thank you so much for tuning in. If you'd like to win the very gimmick that we make in today's video, the one that I'm actually holding right here, then all you need to do is make sure you're subscribed to the channel and comment something down below. Not actually the word something. Anyone that comments the word something won't win. So let's just dive straight into how to make the gimmick and then learn how to perform it. And if I were you, I would stick around after that because I'm going to teach you some of the more interesting details about this trick. But for those of you that just want to learn the basics, let's go. You're going to need a couple of things to make this gimmick. I've got some tiny disc magnets to start off with, and the link is available in the description down below and on screen, but these are super skinny ones. I have two $10 bills, two $1 bills, some rubber cement. You can just use double stick tape, some regular tape, and a pair of scissors. First thing I'm going to do is attach two magnets to the back of this dollar bill. Here. And now I'm going to do the same to this $10 bill. With the $10 bill, it's important to make sure that the magnets are aligned with the back of the one. So the way we do this is to take a piece of tape like this and drop the magnet onto the tape. And that will stick in the exact correct place for that magnet. We do the same for this one. So I take the tape, the sticky side is going to point up, I place it on the bill and then drop the magnet into place on the tape. Now I can line up this 10 on top of this tape and stick it to the magnets. I can make sure it lines up absolutely perfectly. Like this. Okay, so now this 10 will line up pretty much exactly with that one. So that's the first little step, and these magnets are going to be covered later on. Next, you need to fold these bills into thirds. So the way I do it is I fold this in about a third, and then I start to line it up so that the layers are all the same size on the inside, just like this. I do the same with this bill. So you'll see I've got the magnets on the outside there. I'll fold this up, and this will do the same. And now we're going to unfold this part of the dollar bill. We're going to attach the 10 that's folded onto the back section of the one. All right. So in essence, what's going to happen is this is going to come down and apply there. So I'm going to take some rubber cement. Now, before I add the rubber cement, I'm going to use a piece of paper to place over the bill so I can apply this rubber cement right to the edges without getting the rubber cement on the bill itself. So I'll take some rubber cement. You don't want it too thick, and I'll start to now cover this and then just give that a moment to dry. Whilst that's happening, I'm going to do the same with this piece. And again, allow that to dry. Once both pieces are dry, remembering to keep the correct orientation, I'm now going to apply them onto each other. So this goes here, and this it's going to come down just like that. And because it's rubber cement, you can reapply it if you need to. So now we're nearly there. Now we need to add a section of a 1 directly onto this. The way we do that is to line up a 1 like so, and I'm literally just going to cut and stick it onto this section of the 10. So this is going to be able to go over it like that. So I'll just, doesn't need to be exact, but I can just cut. So now we need to add some more rubber cement to the back of this. So there's one. And we'll do it on the back of this as well. Once that's dry, we can go ahead and stick it on to the bill. Just like that. And now we want to trim this edge down so that it doesn't jut out too much. Like this. And we're getting pretty close to finishing the gimmick. Now all that's left to do is just cleanly attach this entire $10 bill all over the back. And my gimmick is then finished. Let this dry. Now I'm going to just square these on. Obviously you're going to take your time and make yours a lot slower than mine and a lot more precise, but in essence you can use this to roll out any creases. You can see I've got a little bit of overhang here which I can redo and make neater, but this is your gimmick. Now let's learn how it works. First thing you need to do is set it up ready to perform. So when the gimmick's like this, you're going to split it and take the flap of the bill, of the 10 or the 100, whatever you're going to use, and flip it over the top of the other part of it, like this. And now I can see this image, you can see this image, all right? So you begin by having the $1 bill right here. You say I'm going to fold it so that you can see the front and the back at all times. And all I'm going to simply do from behind is just fold this part down. So you guys will just see this, or the audience will see this. Now as I display it, that they can see the front and the back at all times. This allows me to move my finger and then reposition it in between the bills with my thumb and index finger here and my middle finger holding down this flap just like so. Okay, and that looks like this. It's really easy. I fold it like that. I say you can see the front and the back, and now I'm going to just reach in between the layers and pinch. Now all you need to do is just create some inertia, some sort of pull, so that this flap will fall down. Because if I just let it go, it's going to take its time to get all the way over. But if I just shake a little bit, especially because there's magnets, it'll create some weight and the gravity will do the rest. Even if I hold it sideways or to the left side, as long as there's a bit of motion, it's going to cause this flap to flick out like this. Okay? So now they see this immediate change. What's nice is you can show this all around. So you can show this on here, you can show it on the front, on the back. As we've seen, the gimmick that I just made is a little bit of an edge here, and I didn't want to trim it down before teaching this to you, so I've been covering it, but yours will be made a lot better. You'll take your time to make yours. But once the change has happened, when you're here, so you come here, you say front, back, you're then going to change like this. Once the change has happened, you can pretty much just show it all around exactly however you want.